welcome to an edition of Inside the Huddle with head coach Josh Alderson. I'm UMSL Assistant Athletic Director for Communications, Luke Rennie. Josh, thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Luke.
Well, Josh, getting ready to start your second year as head coach at the University of Missouri St. Louis. How are things looking for this year?
Yeah, we're excited. We've got a good group. The boys have come back fit, which is always the most important thing when you get them in first day. But they're a really good group of young men, and that's something that me and my staff were really trying to make sure we brought in some good characters. So we've been pleased with what we got so far and excited to get going tomorrow.
So you've played 3 preseason games, went 1-1-1. How do you feel those games went?
Good. So we saw different things in each game. Sort of as we were working through the first couple of weeks of pre-season, we worked on different parts of our game model. And each game we saw them come out. So definitely was nice by the end to get to more of a complete performance as we were putting all the components together. But overall pleased, like I said, they're fit, which is the main sort of worry in the first beginning of pre-season. But now as we're starting to implement what we're looking for from a tactical side of things, the boys are taking to it well. And in a good place, I think, going into the first game.
So after last year, had a rough year. You were in every game, very, very, very competitive, but the record did not reflect the talent that was out there and how you guys played as a group. What changes have you made for this year?
Yeah, I agree. I think we didn't do enough in the moments to win games last year, but the overall performance level wasn't necessarily something reflected with our final record. But football and soccer is what you expect it to be, and you get the results that you get. So we've brought some slightly different personnel in, a bit more experience from some good transfers that we managed to find, some exciting freshmen to add to a strong returning core that we have. So the personnel is different, and I think that mentality that the new guys are bringing in is going to be key to us getting over the line in some of them moments. And then we've just changed and tweaked a little bit of how we approach moments in games. We were very attack-minded last year, and we've tweaked it slightly. We're still going to play exciting and expansive football, but it's going to be hopefully a little bit more solid, a little bit more tough to break down at times than we were last year. So we will see.
Well, you talked about the newcomers that you brought in, but you also have a pretty experienced group coming back. You got a lot of guys that saw time on the pitch last year, were significant contributors. That's a tough word to say. But especially on the defensive side, and I know one of the things that you've really been looking forward to is finding the back of the net more on the offensive side this year.
Yeah, and like you said, the group we have returning are a wonderful group. What happened last year, I cannot fault the young men who are playing for us. I can't. They tried and they gave 100% effort in everything they did. They bought in, and we just didn't capitalise on the moments when they came. But the returning group we have is full of terrific people, but also some guys, like you said, that will be in a lot better place for the experiences we had last year, and are more than ready to step up this year. And with the additions of the new guys, hopefully take us forward. Defensively, like you said, we're excited about what we've done work-wise there, but also the tweaks that we've made should allow us to be a little bit fresher in front of goal. Hopefully that means a clearer mind and an ability to execute our finishes and our moments in front of that final third with a little bit more clarity and cleanliness. So we're excited. We brought in some good guys, and with the guys returning sort of in all areas of the pitch, we should be hopefully in a better place this year.
Picked 10th in the preseason in the GLVC this season. Not really a surprise, but do you feel like this group has a chance to surprise some people?
I think so. I think, if I'm honest with you, very rare do you see teams change positions from where they were last year in predictions. We were 12th last year and we were picked 10th, which I think is a reflection that actually all the coaches saw that we competed in every single game and that we weren't quite rewarded for what we gave. So I think they know that we are better than what we showed last year, results-wise, and I don't think anybody is going to take a game against us lightly. The wonderful thing and the beauty and the curse of the GLVC is that it's a really strong conference. So I think we have the potential to do well. We have to make Don Dallas a fortress. We have to have a strong home record for that to be the case. But we have the pieces to certainly improve, and every year that's what we're looking to do. So 10th is an interesting pick. We can't read too much into it though, really and truthfully. No one remembers where you were picked in pre-season. It's all about where you end up come the end of the season.
That's very true. I mean, and you learned last year with the strength of this conference, 5 teams went to the NCAA tournament, 4 were in the final 16. So I mean, this is, you get your money's worth when you go through GLVC play.
You certainly do, and I can't speak highly enough of the coaches within this conference and what they've done to build the programs they've built. There is no easy game in this conference, and there are teams in this conference that are unfortunate that they're not in other conferences, because only one team can win our conference. Only one team can make it through our section of the draw to the final 4, where there are 4 or 5, I'd even add another couple in there that have the potential to be NCAA teams, that have the potential to go deep in the NCAAs. So it's a tough conference, but that's one of the things that we love about this conference. Like I said before, the beauty and the curse, the beauty of it is it's high level soccer at all times against good teams with good programs that have been built by good coaches. So we enjoy that.
Well, you get your season underway tomorrow night, no rest for the weary. You got 3 games in the span of less than a week. You home with Kentucky Wesleyan, and then you head out on the road Saturday to play Trevecca Nazarene in Nashville on Sunday, and then wrap up the trip with a midweek game next Tuesday down at Union in Jackson, Tennessee. Tell us about your other season schedule.
Yeah, it's a fantastic opportunity for us to test ourselves against some good teams in the region. Last year we played both Kentucky Wesleyan and Union. And Union was only an exhibition, but it was still a great test for us on that day. So we know a little bit about both of them 2 opponents. Strong, good, solid programs that know how to pick up results, that will show us sort of where we're at. And then the opportunity to play Trevecca came along as well, and another in-region opponent, same as Kentucky Wesleyan, that we know are going to give us a good test. It's going to be a great barometer to see where we're at. It's a little bit quick. I'm not a huge fan of having games in such a short span, but it's the only time we get during the season to play our regional games, so the opportunity was there to do it, and I'm excited for the guys to get the opportunity to go and show what we can do.
All right, Josh, thanks for joining us, and good luck this year.
Thank you very much.
That's head coach Josh Alderson. I'm Luke Rennie saying thanks for watching.